Hello and welcome to another episode of Death to Obesity. This is episode number 6. Today I'll be talking about choices. But first, weigh-in time. Weigh-in time. Let's see how it goes. What on earth is that? Come on, focus. Come on. Dust. Nice. Oh yeah. Who's the man? I am. So I managed to actually burn off some weight this week. A little over 1 kilogram, which is good. I guess that's the rate that I'll be wanting to lose weight. My choices over the last week included increasing the amount of exercise I did, decreasing the amount of food I did, and one of my biggest choices through the last week was admitting to myself that yes, I do spend too much time on the computer. So what I did is, instead of sitting down all the time, I decided to start standing at the computer. That allowed me to not be sitting on my lazy caboose all week, because I do spend a lot of time sitting down. And most importantly to that is, because I'm always standing at the computer, I'm not more inclined to stay there and do lazy stuff. So my house is a lot cleaner now. As you'd expect from someone who is getting sick of standing at the computer, I'll go and stand and do something productive for once. But yeah, so I went to gym one more time than usual. I went to gym twice this week. Woo, yeah, twice. I need to go more. And went on a couple of bushwalks and decreased the amount that I eat, just little by little. It's all about making these choices and just decreasing and increasing in the right stuff. My challenge for you this week is to really look at the choices that you're making and just think, do I have to be making these choices? Is it good for me to be making these choices? And if your own answer isn't quite positive, just look at changing these choices out for something else. I had to go to a job network this morning, which is obviously required as I'm looking for work. The woman who handles my case, she is fairly overweight and, she sits at a desk all day. But one thing I wanted to mention on this episode today was, as I sat at her desk when she walked off, I'm just looking around as I do, and I noticed that beside her computer she had 2 packets of M&Ms, 2 different types of packets of M&Ms, and a whole plastic container of peanuts. And I was just thinking, so she snacks on these all through the day while she's at the computer. So you already work a very sedentary job, and on top of that, this lady at this job network she just all day long just M&Ms and peanuts, M&Ms and peanuts, and that's an ideal way to keep the weight on. And so when you go to the shops and you're thinking about something you want to snack on while you work, the best choice is probably not buy something at all. Based on the fact that if you're working a sit-down job, you're not having to intake anything, really, because you're not doing anything that uses the energy to function. Obviously, you bring your lunch and you have your dinner at night and have breakfast and all that kind of stuff, the 3 main meals a day. But if you're working an office job, you do not have to sit there and snack on things. Everyone knows that. So through the next week, if you're working on losing weight, on top of last week's episode with fighting against your own excuses, this week I want you to add to that practice. Start really looking at your choices as well as looking at your excuses. Make the right choices and the weight comes off, as I've personally discovered over the last week, down 1.4 kilos or whatever it was. And that's just from making the right choices and working on not listening to my excuses. It's simple as can be. Anyway, my name's Thomas and this has been another episode of Death to Obesity. Enjoy your week, guys. Hi! Hello again and welcome to another episode of Death to Obesity. This is episode Fade to black. Fade to black. Fade to black. Spillage. Oh, yeah. The script is there. I've just gotta find it. Based on today's subject matter being choices, I've had to start making those choices. Ugh. Oh, man. This sucks. So we're talking about choices this week. I guess my challenge for this week for the viewer, for you, is to just ask yourself, are you making a cake and putting icing on it? And then eating it all in one sitting? No, that's not good. I'm a little bit bonkers.